Boom, 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 boom. There's a new bombshell entering the Cy Young Villa.
Oh, shit.
Framber Valdez.
My head's turning.
Hey, can I pull you for a chat? Framber Valdez.
I got a text.
I got a text. Welcome back to Beyond the Diamond Monday Morning Edition, Part 2.
Monday morning rain is calling.
The Houston Astros are 50-34.
Yep.
6.5 lead in the AL West. An 19-7 month of June.
Beating some good teams.
Beating some damn good teams. And call the mayor. Lock down Louisiana Street. Playing the parade. I'm on the full graph. Every street is barricaded. Not only is every street is barricaded.
I haven't made I need to make the graphic, but it's Louisiana Street, and the graph is 5 barricades. We've been around like 2 to 3, 4 barricades. We're fully barricaded.
This is full barrication. This is let them eat cake. This is get the caviar, get the caviar, and get the champagne. I just combined those two words.
Hey, maybe that's a new word.
Maybe it's a new thing.
Caviar.
And get this is the best of times. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was the land of prosperity. It was the land of winning. And the Astros keep winning.
It's a tale of one city.
It's a tale of one city. It's a tale of a championship city. And I'm Chucky Dick. I'm just fired up. Like going into this week, I was like, 3-3. I'm happy. Like, it was a great month. You're playing the Phillies. You're playing the Cubs. We said on the episode, this is a potential fall classic matchup against 2 NL teams that you could possibly play in October.
Yep.
And you dog walked them.
Yeah, they
walked them.
Outside of one game, they made it look not too difficult. They pretty much had a lead both entire series, except outside of that one game. As close as the games were against the Phillies, they still pretty much had a lead the entire time. Even the Hunter game, it got tied late, but they then immediately got that lead back. So, if you're worried about what the Astros might look like against a potential NL opponent in the playoffs, like, so far so good.
Yeah, you have two. You have obviously can't overlook the Rockies. You have to take care of business there, and then you have the Dodgers in LA. Obviously, the Rocky series screams trap series just because you have that LA series looming. Yeah. But this team is different in the sense of they seem like they're in the moment. They seem they know they're grounded and they're present. There hasn't been that look ahead. There hasn't been this like, oh shit, like we're actually kind of doing. No, they're just winning each pitch, winning each at bat, and it's so impressive to see. And this baseballism that stayed with me my entire life. My dad talked about it. My grandfather talked about it. Every coach has said it through the history of mankind. Pitching wins championships.
Yeah.
And
pitching and defense.
And you're seeing this new identity that in the offseason was so talked about in a sense of the Houston Astros culture and the Houston Astros winning pedigree is always a constant. We know that. But to hear the GM and hear the skipper and hear the powers that be like, hey, we need to change our focus in the defensive world and being aggressive and doing all these things that they talked about in the offseason. Now you're seeing it pay dividends in June. Now you're seeing it pay dividends going into July, into the dog days. Like, this pitching is elite. The defense has been elite. They're doing all the little things right. And
even when the offense is struggling, you still at least have a guy like Isak putting
what a godsend he's been.
50 pitches on the starting pitcher, which is like such a relief compared to last year. Remember how much we complained about the offensive approach and a lot of guys that swing early, which is like you don't really want a guy to change their entire approach if it works, like a guy like Altuve. You could say even a guy like Yiner. It's like frustrating when he swings at the first pitch often, but it does work for him often enough, and maybe that's just how he's going to be. So like you said, the focus on the GM of going after defense, focusing on
signing Perez Chica as the new third base coach.
Exactly, like making those organizational tweaks that we as fans like. It's always frustrating as a fan if you notice something and you feel like you're team and GM isn't noticing this thing, and it feels like, oh, I actually trust that my front office is smarter than the average fan, which is, I know, a low bar, but it is a nice bar to be above. So the Astros on June 1st were sitting a half a game back of the Seattle Mariners.
A half a game.
The Seattle Mariners were 32 and 26. The Astros were 32 and 27. Fast forward after an entire month. Did the Seattle play today?
I believe so.
So at the end of June, they could even fall another half a game back, or gain a half game. But currently, the Astros are 50 and 34, and the Mariners are 43 and 40. 6.5 games back, so a 7 game swing.
7 game swing.
And a month.
Yeah, the Royals versus Mariners in Seattle tonight. Walker versus Kirby.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's a tale of two teams there. The Astros obviously had a crazy good month of June, and it helps that Seattle decided to go, let me do the math. They 32 and 26. They went 11 and 14.
And this is where I'm at in this, I don't know, disbelief stage. This was supposed to be a reset year and a soft rebuild.
Yeah.
While the plane was falling out of the sky, right?
I mean, we said it multiple times. Like, if you have to punt this year, like, focus on next year, then it might be worth it.
And this is where I'm at. I think the league is fucked because you had the Astros variant 2 Golden Age dead, done, and dusted. They lost the 23 ALCS, which was the Suedo World Series.
Yeah.
24, you get blown out at home against AJ Hinch and the just possessed.
It's almost like a trilogy.
Yeah, and now you're going to Act 3.
Yeah.
And it's some new faces, but faces have left, right? Bregman is gone. Tucker is gone.
I mean, it's Altuve and Lance are the only two.
You had this soft rebuild. You had this mention within the fan base, and yet you have a team that's probably going to be a potential 1 or 2 seed in the American League, and they have money to spend next year.
Yeah.
You want a hot take? The only thing that stops the Houston Astros Act 3, Variant 3, is the lockout that looms. Because the rest of the American League...
After the 26 season?
After the 27 season.
After the 27 season. So I just hope that they can
win
a 1 or 2 before that.
You have... And this is where I said the league is fucked. You had an American League that has been itching for the Astros to die off. And you finally got it. Now they're back.
Yeah.
They're like Jason. They just keep showing up.
Yeah.
And just murking fools. But the rest of the American League this year didn't spend money. They didn't do anything. They just stayed status quo. And the Astros got to just sit there and just, we said it, hang around the rim, hang around the rim, hang around the rim. Now this team knows how to win. They've won before. It's not new. And it's fun. I just think the league is messed up tremendously. They could have put the Astros away at least for a few years, and they didn't. And now they're here, and you're going to have to answer those consequences come October, because this team is not only winning currently, but they have about 7 arms returning. They have the big guy returning. They're probably going to make a move for a bat. I think they're a bat and a half short, and I think that's... I don't know if the big guy counts for that 1.5 number. I think so. So I think they're maybe just a half bat short.
If the big guy comes back and it is his career numbers, that counts as a bat and a half.
Yeah, and now
but I
you
would still
have
want to get somebody.
You have the rumors of Mullins.
Which
I think
we'll get into.
I think you asked for Mullins, they say no, and you go, all right. What about O'Hearn?
Yeah,
I think it's a classic fantasy football.
Which one do you think garners more from the Orioles? Because Mullins has been their early, cornerstone of their franchise, but O'Hearn's having the hotter year.
But I think this is where you dictate terms, where it's almost like a Jedi mind trick.
Okay.
Either one helps you win, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
I think you go in the mindset of, okay, I'm going to ask for Cedric Mullins. they're going to reply back with Bryce, Yannick, Brito, whatever it is, even for a rental. That price is too much for me. What about O'Hearn? What's your price on O'Hearn? So now the Baltimore's like, oh shit, if that price is a little too high for them, what about tier 2?
Yeah.
And then that's when Dana is like, boom, there you go.
Maybe I hope so. This is kind of the first.
It's a classic fantasy football trade.
It's kind of the first trade deadline. I don't know if I fully count last year because they weren't as in it. So it was more of a pivot year type of situation where you kind of buy and sell. And I applaud what Dana did last year going after Kikuchi. That was great. So this is the first year where your team is rolling. You have clear holes. The ball is in your court, Dana Brown. Go make a move.
Well, you can't. If you can go to this locker room right now and be like, "Hey guys, you guys have played your ass off. You guys are winning your ass off. Let me bolster this for you guys." Yeah. You cannot let this.
It's shades of 2017.
You can't let this fall to the wayside.
If you don't, you might get it. In 2017 they didn't make moves, and then the clubhouse chirped about it, specifically Dallas Keuchel, and then they said, you know what, okay, let's go, and then they went and got Justin Verlander. You can't do that this year. This year there is now I don't remember. I think 2 years ago this got instituted. There is one trade deadline. There is no.
Yeah, there's no.
Oops, we didn't make a move. What can we do now? So you have to make the move. And you're right. If I'm on the Astros and I'm looking at my roster and how we're performing, I'm looking at Dana Brown like, get it done.
Go get it done, man.
Go get it done. Go get us another stud or two. You were talking about the Astros in this golden era, in this stretch from 2015 to now, have been like Michael Myers. So you can call.
I said Jason, right?
Did you say Jason or Michael?
Michael's probably better fitted.
I think Michael Myers is better fitted.
It's Halloween, right?
Halloween.
Yeah, that's
Halloween. It's every October he comes around.
Yeah, I'm a big movie slasher guy.
So this would be Halloween 3.
Halloween 3.
The season of the witch.
Wow. Rotten Tomato score of 81, I believe.
Do you know that?
No, it was just a random guess.
Oh, I was like, did you just go Gabe on me?
I just sounded very convincing, didn't I? What is it?
It's probably low, I'm assuming. I don't think 3 is the beloved classic. It's a 50.
Hey,
it's 50.
50% of the time it gets the job every time.
Let's talk through a little bit of trade deadline stuff real quick. Just real quick. Just a little nugget.
Scratch the itch.
If it was announced right now, the Astros went and got Mullins for Bryce was included, and maybe a young pitcher like Arrighetti or something like that.
No.
You're feeling bad about that?
No. I'm not giving up Bryce or Spencer for 2 months of
Mullins. I would agree. I think Mullins would help this team, but I wouldn't want to pay what he's probably worth. Because Mullins, I'd have to look at Mullins splits, which I should look that up right now. But he would really, his biggest help would be almost as a platoon guy, because you wouldn't be starting him. You're going to start him over Cam Smith at this point? You have your Jordan in the lineup, so you can't DH Altuve.
I'm hearing everything right now from all my friends and everyone in the comment section. Just move Altuve to second base. They may do that, but he's not good at second base anymore.
You saw just this homestand. He made a couple plays where
he owes Framber and Brian Abreu a steak dinner with that that pop up. So
the pop up, he made a couple bad throws turn double plays.
Now
it's tough.
I have full trust in Skip and full trust in the analytics team and whoever they find. And I think setting expectations is probably the best thing we have to do on the show. I know you have to take what Dana said at face value, because that's who he is, and what he says is what he means. And do I think Cedric Mullins will play? Probably. But I think what the Astros are going to do, and it's this 21 Braves magic that I think they have to dig down deep and do, it's going to be guys on the bottom page of their model that grade really high, that are probably on page 2 and page 3 of all the fans wanting.
Yes.
And they're going to be like, oh, we got Yon, Makata, we got
Yep.
the Eddie Rosario. Like I'm just naming. Like
Yeah,
you got
exactly.
all these. Like it's not going to be sexy, but
Marginal,
they deserve the
marginal
benefit.
improvements.
Exactly, they deserve the benefit of the doubt. One, two. It's all about acquiring. It's like if you're playing Risk, it's all about acquiring land at this point. It's all about acquiring win percentage points in October.
Well, it's also
what
you,
can I do
you
for win
acquire this
probability?
guy, and so your opponent's not going to acquire this guy.
Yeah, and it may not be a Cedric Mullins. It may be 3 guys that are platoon guys that they moneyball and they find ways to and well, does it work? Yeah, look, the Detroit Tigers just came into your park last year and did the whole platoon series,
making 17, pitching changes and pitch hitters and like platooning, like analytical.
By the time you got off work and you were stuck in traffic on 610, the Astros were eliminated last year like that. Yeah. So it works.
Speaking on the Tigers, it's all about raising your floor and having less holes in your lineup, having less, if you have to pinch hit or bring a defensive replacement in and that guy comes up to hit, they're not going to be an automatic out on your team.
You know what's kind of crazy to even say because there's so much season left? My acquisitions are who has the best splits against the Detroit Tigers, the New York Yankees, and
just go for the throat. Just go for the
that's what I'm mentally preparing.
No, if I'm in those stadiums against those teams, against those pitchers,
I'm making acquisitions in July.
Yeah.
In August.
Getting ready for the fight.
It's the baby's coming. Like it's like that's already happened. It's already out. It's not like Kikuchi where I need 10 wins out of this guy, right?
We have to fight through September to get there. The Astros right now at this point have earned themselves. They're on the 2 seed. They're up in 2 seed by 2.5 games, I believe. Obviously, you want to maintain that. You're not going to do anything that's
you got to build on it.
You have to, you can't like just rest on your laurels and just, we're definitely making the playoffs now. You still have to maintain that and stay in that position. But you're right. You have to make moves preparing to face one of these juggernauts in the playoffs. And what I was saying about the raising the floor, you might look at the Tigers team and say, how the hell are they the 1 seed? Looking at that roster, they have a couple big names on the offense side, but not, Javi Baez, but like he's finally turned it around. Riley Green is their best hitter. Their main strength, offensively at least, is they only have 2 players that have played more than 20 games that have a negative WAR. And really only one of them that's like a regular starter and he's like negative 0.0, like 0.2. So their strength is not making mistakes, having strong defensive players, and having guys that at minimum can hit their way out of a situation. They don't have any gaping holes. And that's where, as a team for the Astros, there are some gaping holes, and you need Christian Walker to turn around. You need Altuve to turn around, but you also, as in no shade to him or no, like we're not trying to bash anybody, but going into the playoffs, you don't want Cooper Hummel and Luis Guillorme being like 2 of your main bench bats. Like you have to fill that hole and raise that floor.
That's all about
But yeah, let's break down real quick.
Boom, 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 boom.
Kyle Tucker,
boom.
Ryan Presley come back to Houston.
I thought we were going the other way, but yeah, they do. They did. Kyle
Tucker we haven't really broken down the Cubs series yet.
Kyle Tucker, he
did exactly what we
thought.
Yeah.
And Cam Smith and Isak Paredes did exactly what.
Yeah. Speaking on that, we gave an over on the we gave an over and under line on the
Friday live show.
Speaking of live shows, every live show we do a giveaway. We ask the chat to guess some sort of stat coming up in the week. We usually make up some sort of
make up a line.
Last week was on Friday. It was Paredes, Cam Smith, and Kyle Tucker over under 9.5 hits for the weekend series, and they smashed it in game 2. I think they were at, you said 12?
They were at 12 after game 2, ended up 14 after
ended at 14. So anybody that said over in the live chat on Friday, send us a screenshot and we'll add you to the wheel.
To make sure you get that in.
To give away. But yeah, that series went about how you'd expect. How I expected Tucker to perform. I was hoping Paredes would perform like that. I did not expect that from Cam Smith.
Man,
he was carrying something with him there.
Yeah, when I think Tags posted the video of him Friday before the game in the locker room, or was it Thursday? One of the 2 days. I was sitting in traffic trying to get into the toll road, and I saw the video, and I was like, "Damn, Cam's a little fired up." Like he's like, "Hey, everyone knows why everyone's watching." Like, like all this stuff, and I was like, "Damn, he has that." He almost has that like that rookie CJ Stroud just boyishness, quiet, but like quiet confidence of confidence.
You can see the edge underneath the soft exterior.
He's a dog, and man, that both tanks he stopped, stared, and let him know, and that's all you can ask, man. Like the kid's good. The kid's gonna be really good for a really long time, and it's not like I think his rookie years kind of told the story of the Astros season where it's like this slow buildup.
Yeah.
And there's been some dips, but the dips aren't that low. And the highs haven't been that high. But
he never really got, maybe very slightly got to the point where it's like, well, maybe he would benefit from some AAA at-bats.
Well, I
was never like fighting for him to be sent down at all.
It had to be early May. There was a stretch where he played like 1 out of 4 games.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, maybe he just go to Sugar Land to get everyday reps. Yeah. Like it was just kind of,
and then they were just letting him be a sponge.
Yeah,
keep soaking in, watching other guys approach. Working on before and after games on his approach, and
it's
that slow build has paid off.
Yeah, it's like this compound effect.
Yeah,
and it goes with the Astros season too. They just keep building off it, and Cam Smith has built off it, and
currently sitting 3rd on the entire team for offensive guys for WAR.
2.24, 2.3?
2.3. He's now tied with Jake Myers for WAR. He has an OPS plus of 118.
Wow.
An OPS of 776. We basically
two's Paredes.
2 is Paredes.
And then obviously 1's Pena.
Yeah.
Oh. Also, talk about a series where it was the homecoming of Tucker and Presley, the Cam Smith, and Paredes, who just on both sides really didn't get any talk about from the Cubs or from the Astros. He just kind of went around his business, and I think that's what he likes. And just I'm out of sight, out of mind, and I'm just gonna rake and play a constant third base and be a pest. That guy is
the tie-on at bats.
I bet you put a photo of Isaac Paredes at Jameson Tyon's locker today, he would shudder. He would just be like, this guy made me throw 30.
He was pitching a pretty good game all around, but like there's nothing you can do.
31% of his total pitches.
I think they said in the first inning, at some point he was at 16 pitches, and 12 of them were foul balls between Paredes and who hit second that day? Jake, yeah.
Also, if I told you in December that Jake Myers in 1 week we batting 2-hole and cleanup, you'd be like, "What? Who?"
He's the fourth. He's the fourth best hitter on this team.
Yeah,
it's crazy. It's great, and that's only because Cam Smith just passed him.
Power of the pork chop.
Yeah. So they take care of business against the Cubs. Exactly what you want. Now they're going to Colorado. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Oh, hold on. One last thing about.
Oh yeah.
About just high leverage OPS. All right.
Okay.
This is from Fangraphs by @TJStats. The top 20 hitters. There's only one Astro.
High leverage OPS.
High leverage OPS leaders. For reference, number 1 is Shohei Ohtani at a 1345. Number 20
is OPS in high leverage situation.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Vinny Pasquantino at 20 at 1054. There's only one Astro on this list.
Esau's hit some big walk off. Yeah, I'll go with Isak.
Number 1, Shohei Ohtani. 2, Gabriel Arias. 3, Pete Crow Armstrong. 4, Max Muncy. 5, Hunter Goodman. 6, Bo Bichette. 7, J.P. Crawford. 8, Cal Raleigh. 9, Alejandro Kirk. Number 10, Houston Astros. Cameron Smith. A 1122 high leverage OPS. He is
OPS
ahead
over 1100.
Yes, he is ahead of Ellie De La Cruz, Wilson Contreras, Sia Suzuki, Mike Yastrzemski, Cedric Mullins, Otto Lopez, Carlos Santana, Jorge Polanco, Pete Alonso, Vinny Pasquantino. Cedric Moley.
Cedric Mullins
At
in
the
there.
15th spot.
So Cedric Mullins, back to him real quick. I saw he has reverse splits this year, which that's not his career norm. So, and that's not really what the Astros need. The Astros need a lefty that can hit righties. But so they're going to Colorado Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I believe I saw that it is Walter tonight. Shit.
It starts Tuesday.
No, sorry.
It's Gordon,
Walter, Tuesday, then Brown.
Golden, Brown, Walter.
Yeah. So, in Colorado, the elevation. You really need swing and miss stuff. So I'm a little worried about Gordon. Brown and Walter should be okay.
I just think Colton Gordon doesn't care who's facing.
I think he'll be fine. But like, I don't. One of the rookies is a fly ball pitcher, and I get it mixed up. But I think they should take care of business. My hot take is sweeping the Rockies. For me, is more impressive than beating the Cubs 2-3. With how this team has constantly always played, where they play up to good competition, they play down the bad competition. They lost the series to the White Sox in Chicago earlier this year. So a sweep right now would give me so much more confidence in where this team's at and being able to continue keeping their foot down on the pedal to drive to the playoffs. But I can just sniff just some bullshit loss. I'm just worried about that.
A sweep gets you above 500 on your away record on the year.
That's the other part of it.
18 and 20
is being home versus away. Being away, especially in a quiet environment. I feel like the Astros deal better in loud environments. They've kind of thrived in loud environments for the past few years. So it's going to be Colorado, the worst team in the league, during weekdays. Like that, there's not going to be much of a crowd there.
Bring your own energy.
Yeah, they got to bring their own energy. They got to, I'll say my prediction for the series, Cam Smith hits 3 more bombs.
He hits 3 more bombs. He's AL Player of the Week.
Yeah.
Okay.
And hot take for the year, he starts making his way up to the Jacob Wilson line.
I think he's already past Jacob Wilson.
No, sir.
I think he's already past Jacob Wilson.
That's not true.
I think Jacob Wilson has no idea that the Cam Smith
wave
is just
coming there, but yeah, Jacob Wilson's still in the 800s with his OPS.
You know who Jacob Wilson is? He's in Interstellar when they go rescue that doctor that's with the water. Dr. Mann.
Yeah. Matt Damon?
No, not even Matt Damon. The one before with the water planet.
And the ship's destroyed. Yeah, the ship's destroyed.
Yeah, well, that's the swell is Cam Smith.
The swell is Cam Smith.
Yeah, and that they thought that the doctor was great and
Man.
they just got there a little too late. Cam Smith is the swell.
Sitting right now, Cam Smith's OPS is 776. Jacob Wilson's has fallen to 851. He was over 900 just a couple weeks ago. So
you don't get awards in January.
That's valid. And Cam Smith is at 2.3 and Wilson is at 2.1.
Telling you.
I mean, he's getting there. What's his odds at right now? Maybe you need to put a little
sprinkle on
gather
Cam Smith.
some value there.
And speaking of awards, we need to boom, 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 boom. There's a new bombshell entering the Cy Young Villa.
Oh, shit.
Framber Valdez.
My head's turning.
Hey, can I pull you for a chat? Framber Valdez.
I got a text.
Framber Valdez, welcome to Cy Young Villa. Welcome to Love Island. Last 7 weeks, last 12, 11 starts. Best pitcher outside Hunter Brown. And
yeah.
I teased it. This is like 2019. Verlander, Cole. You have 2 legit aces, 2 horses that pitch in different ways, but the results are the same.
Yep.
Absolute superstardom every time they toe the rubber, and it's very fun to watch right now. I wouldn't trade any position 1-2 with anyone else in the league.
No.
Like, obviously, what Scooble's doing is great.
Yeah.
Who's behind them? Like, no, I'm not. Jack Flaherty, no, I'm good. Reese Olson, no, I'm good. Casey Mize, no, I'm good. Red Sox, Garrett Crochet, great, right? He's doing have a great year. Bello, no. Rich Hill, probably when they re-sign him, no. Max Fried, great, having a good year, 100%. Carlos Rendon, no, I'm taking my two guys.
Yeah.
And I think Joe Espada would take his two guys. I think he'd go to war for his two guys. Framber Valdez has entered the Cy Young race.
Yeah. He's currently sitting at 3.2 WAR, and the leaders for Cy Young are at 3.9, 3.9, 3.9, 3.7. So, I mean, he's right behind them. As he continues to lower his ERA, he just has to hope that some of the other guys kind of fall off a little bit. And, yeah, it might come down to a Hunter Brown, Tarek Skubal, Framber Valdez matchup towards the end. He's certainly going to get some votes at this point. But, yeah, you just need him to keep it up. Currently at 2.72 ERA in 109 innings. It's not bad.
Not bad. Yeah, I mean, hell of a series, hell of a week. Going 5-1 against the Cubs and Phillies has been tremendous. You have to take care of business against the Rockies. Then you have the Dodgers, and I think actually we're going to see Ohtani. I think Ohtani's going to fall in a spot there.
To face against us?
Ohtani pitched Saturday?
Sorry.
Oh, we may miss him.
I mean, either way, he's going to throw 2 innings. And the Astros have always kind of hit him well, so I wouldn't be opposed to that. Currently, what do you think Cam Smith's Rookie of the Year odds are right now?
Well, I cheated. I already looked, but it was at plus 1,000 on Bovada.
Yeah, 20-1.
Okay. I mean, yeah.
20-1 on.
I'll take those odds.
Nick Kurtz is right there with him. We forget about Nick Kurtz,
but Kurtzy may take votes from Jacob Wilson. So
it's true.
Just like
Cam Smith continues to rise. He's going to hit 3 bombs in Colorado this week. You heard it here first.
Not financial advice. I would probably sprinkle some sugar on Cam Smith and sprinkle some sugar on Joe Espada for Manager of the Year.
Yeah. It's a fun time to be an Astros fan. They just got to keep it up.
Fun time.
Thank you for always hanging out with us, watching our show, and talking ball with us. If you haven't been to the live streams on Fridays, come hang out. Right there on YouTube or IG. Every Friday at noon.
Every Friday at noon, the live show.
God's time. God's Central Time.
Yeah. Noonish. So we've been better of late.
We've been better.
Shout out to Big City Wings, Houston's Wing Joint, Paul's Wing Joint, 14 locations, with the Cypress one being brand new. They also dropped their new limited time offer menu.
Good. The
BDA egg rolls.
Oh my God, those are so good.
We launched on those Friday.
Yeah.
Big City BDA fries, the new 3 wing flavors, lemon pepper gold, spicy tahini, sweet sriracha narrow. Got that one.
Whatever that cheesecake thing was.
The croissant beignet stuff with cheesecake, and then the new chicken dogs. It's a little chicken tender on a potato roll. It's a hot dog reimagined. The dumpster chicken dog, the H-Town chicken dog, OG chicken dog. And then shout out to Zing Zang, using We Zang. Everything they do, Zing Zang's been amazing. The margarita mix, michelada mix, a blazing Bloody Mary, ready to drink in the can. So head over to Specs Total Wine or HEB. And that's about it for today's episode.
Yeah. Thank you for watching and listening and hanging out with us. We will see you on Friday.
See you Friday.
Friday for the live show.
Peace. Love you guys.
Go Astros.
Watch baseball.